Welcome to Season 3 of On the Spot at PCC, your go-to source for what's happening around Portland Community College. We're diving into some big changes and new spaces, from the academic affairs restructure, updates in PSEC, to goats and guide dogs, and everything in between. Stay tuned. We're bringing you the stories that shape our work, our students, and our future right here on the spot.
What if you had a coffer full of millions in funds from good citizens who voted to maintain and improve Portland Community College's physical campuses and spaces? How would you decide what to build? I'm your host, Misty Bouse, PCC's Marketing and Communications Specialist. Today's guest is Rebecca Ocken, Director of Planning and Capital Construction. She's here to explore how PCC is planning, building, and adapting for the future. From campus renovations to cutting-edge workforce training facilities, PCC's Office of Planning and Capital Construction is at the center of it all. Welcome to On the Spot.
Hi, Misty.
So good to work with you again.
It's great to be here.
Yeah. Well, right off the bat, I'd like to introduce you to the audience and have you tell us a little bit about how long you've been in your role for planning and capital construction and with the college.
So I started as director, it's about 4 years ago now. But I started with PCC in 2010 as a project manager up at the Cascade campus. And then became the planning manager for the college and conducted the facilities plan that took 5 to 7 years, and then moved into the director role.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Can you share a high-level overview of the role that you serve in and the mission of the Office of Planning and Capital Construction?
Well, to be very simple about it,
Okay.
P&CC implements the general obligation bond measures for the college. They're passed by district voters. They're in the multi-million dollars, and we have a responsibility to deliver on those projects that we promise in the bond measure. We do, just recently, and I brought it with me, developed our own mission statement for our office that we really take quite seriously. We're committed to it, as we are the college mission statement of equitable student success, and it's infused in everything we do. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to read it and let people know more about what it is we do and what's important to us as a team. Planning and capital construction plans, designs, and builds learning environments that represent the community, foster connections, and serve students for generations to come. And we established 5 core principles. I'll quickly read through them. We are shaped by community, and this is, in essence, because the community informs everything we do, and they sponsor what we do through these general obligation bond measures. We are a team of collaborators. Collaboration is so key to a successful project. We innovate for equity and sustainability. We nurture teams and celebrate process, and we make big things happen.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Okay, that was fantastic to hear. I don't believe I've heard that mission before. So I'm wondering what this trickles down to. So what does a typical capital project at PCC look like from the early planning to the move-in day? Let's talk process.
It's, as you said, complex. There's a lot that goes into it. It is iterative. It's multi-year. We start, in essence, with understanding our building conditions. We know what our campus needs are. We work with students and programming needs. It's very early on. The facilities plan that we started in 2015 was what we used to inform the 2017 bond. It takes time. So there's a hefty planning process. It's a big lift to start to understand and identify what projects are needed for the college. Once we have that, we've got the funding through the bond measure, then we start to look at programming needs. We have outreach and engagement processes that are extensive. We get into the building itself. We understand the details, the specifics behind the building. CT, for example, the communications technology building that we're renovating, we did a number of tours with a number of trades. When we got to the structural engineers, they just hugged those concrete columns. They had never seen concrete craftsmanship like that before. We get to know that building really closely. We get to know our stakeholders and what those needs are. We start our design process, which has many different phases: schematic design, development design, or design development. And then we get into construction development, and that's where things start to get nailed down. We know what we're going for. We get costs. We may have to try to refine our scope a little bit if the costs are too high. Our stakeholders who have gone through a capital project understand that process. It's a difficult process.
And Rebecca, we're talking a 1960s building with brutalist architecture,
all
and you're
kinds of
opening it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Sylvania campus.
Yes, and at Rock Creek too, where buildings were designed with a shopping mall idea so that students could have a wide corridor, see the classes in action, and decide what they wanted to take. It just isn't the same programming that we have currently.
It doesn't meet our needs.
It doesn't meet our needs. So we have to understand that. We become mini experts in that building and what's going on. Once we get to construction, that's maybe a third of the project. So we've been through a lengthy process to get us to construction. And then you start to see hard hats, safety gear, demolition, and we tear down the building and build it back up.
Wow. Well, let's hone in on a specific. What went on with the 2017 bond? I think I've heard it's focused on maintaining current assets and addressing safety and technology updates, staying up with the times. So can you walk us through some of those priorities in action?
For the 2017
Yes,
bond?
2017.
2017 bond was really about maintenance. We had a 2008 bond. It was the largest in the state at the time, and it was all about growth. It was during the Great Recession. We were trying to meet capacity because our enrollment was over 100,000. When we got to the 2017 bond, we were right-sizing our enrollment, and now it was about maintaining and customizing our facilities, making it work for everybody. So we selected buildings like the HT, and that's a 200,000 square foot building. It's huge.
The health technology building, right?
The health technology building. We had to divide that into phases and make HT East our priority, and then HT West came on with the 2022 bond. So you start to really get to know the programs. We wanted health programs involved, nursing, design and architecture was involved, interiors. There's a lot that happens to get that building to where it is today.
The safety for radiology and all those specific programs, I imagine it's a lot.
Yeah, definitely. You have to understand, for example, radiology doesn't necessarily need windows, a simple thing like that. So they want more of a soundproof, window-free space so they can conduct their training, on-the-job training.
That's wonderful to hear. I also know, was the Metropolitan Workforce Training Center part of the 2017 bond?
That was an old grocery store, a window-free work experience that is now our first mass timber building.
Mass timber construction.
Yes.
I remember hearing that we won an award or something for that, or the design maybe?
We've been recognized by a number of different institutions for that building. And I would say we got to a mass timber building because of the stakeholder engagement. It was extensive. It was very interactive. And we learned so much about what those clients and stakeholders needed in a new space. And that's how we got to mass timber, where it's warm and welcoming.
So from start to end, you have no idea really how these things are going to come out.
No, we just know we need a new building. We have an idea of how much square footage.
And then there's all these design charrettes with the community and
we
the
went
building
to
team.
a number of meetings. We published newspapers. We met with neighborhood associations.
And then on the backside of all this, you work closely with Sustainability Office on all of our initiatives on the client action plan as well to make sure the efficiencies, right? I've heard so much about this operational savings that your department works with them to make sure that we deliver on that.
Oh, yeah. It's very important. And there's LEED certifications, the sustainability certifications that we get that are all about bringing buildings up to a current standard that make them run better.
Yeah, modern and getting towards that. Is it net zero? Like we're going to head there by 2030? I've heard that's on you.
We're trying.
Very good.
That's more complex, but we're trying.
That's pretty amazing. We're really out there putting our best foot forward, I think, as a community and college. Well, what about the 2022 bond, the next bond on your plate? Can you tell us a little bit about what directly went into projects like job training and I think workforce development again? Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. We're also wanting to address the enrollment shift that we're experiencing. So it's not all in-person learning. It's now remote and hybrid. And students come to campus when they need lab space or hands-on learning. So what can we do to customize our space and accommodate student needs currently? So we looked at 4 main buildings for this bond measure. We're finishing up HT. We'll renovate the west side, which may open. This is the Health Technologies building at Sylvania. Will open next spring. Oh. And yeah, we're very excited about bringing more health education, physical sciences, and other classroom and lab space to the campus.
Graphic design is getting all new workspaces. Is that the west side or the?
That was the east side.
That was the east side. Oh wow, that's a big project.
Yeah,
yeah,
a huge. Also at Sylvania, we'll renovate this communications technology building, and that is in creative arts and humanities. So little theater. Ceramics, all these the art gallery, all these programs that are so much fun for the college.
Spaces, with multiple uses for the whole.
We'll look at Building 2 at Rock Creek, which has a lot of career tech education programs. So automotive services, diesel, building construction technology, they'll get new spaces.
That's a huge building.
Oh, another 180,000 square foot space.
With all those diesel bays, and, right? Okay, that's going on in part of 22 bond.
Yep.
Is the OC42, otherwise known as?
Opportunity Center at 42nd Avenue.
Is that part of the 2022 bond?
That was the 2017 bond.
Oh, that was back to the 2017 bond. Okay.
It's hard to keep
There's
it straight,
so much going on. That's very good. Okay, so what is something about your team's work that most of us around the colleges and in the community really aren't aware of or might want to know a little more about? Do you want to tell more about how big your team is?
Yeah. We're a team of more than 35 people. We have expertise in finance, interiors, public safety infrastructure, IT infrastructure, land use, landscape architecture. We have construction administration managers. We have a variety of disciplines on our team, and we do that intentionally because we want a multidisciplinary team that can address a variety of issues. We're a team of problem solvers, and we need that expertise to get us there. So I come from a somewhat unconventional background with planning and land use planning and transportation planning. So to now be in construction and building vertically is not always the path that a planner takes, but it's the school of hard knocks that got me here. And you just keep moving forward, and that experience is what really informs our project work. So it's great to have a team that's so collaborative and filled with expertise that gets us to where we are today.
And these are the people that know all about the environmental impacts and safety on the job site, whether you're renovating or new build, protecting wildlife areas like on Rock Creek when you're doing work.
Yeah.
It's a lot, isn't it? Just knowing wastewater runoff and how this all works, I think it would be quite comprehensive.
Yeah. We also we work with architect firms, contracting, construction agencies. We have a number of partners, so we're certainly not doing it alone, and that's what the collaboration is all about.
And part of that work, I know that we have a lot of focus on our contractors and incorporating people like more women on job sites, and you work with minority-owned construction firms and such. Is that the role of one of the team members in particular or a division of the team?
Yes, indeed. We are, in fact, leaders in the nation in our workforce and contracting equity.
We're leaders.
We are. People look to Amy James Neal and her team to make sure that they, too, can support the growth of small businesses. And we have always had the objective of sharing the wealth of the bond. So it's a matter of having goals that we look to make sure that we can provide the support and growth to small firms in our region.
That's fantastic news. I like that we're leaders in that area. It's just so Portland Community College to have equity and inclusion in all that we do.
In everything we do.
What are some upcoming projects or improvements we can look forward to in the next coming year?
Well, there's two that I'm quite excited about. The Communications Technology Building here at Sylvania will be a complete renovation. So much like what we did with the Health Technologies Building, we opened up this brutalist concrete dark structure. We brought in natural light, floor-to-ceiling windows, new lighting, new collaboration spaces for students, just color and soft textures and wood into the space. It makes it such a different learning environment for our students, and people want to be in that space now.
It feels fresh.
Oh, it feels great.
Yeah.
We hope to do the same thing with the Communications Technology Building at Sylvania. And then at Rock Creek Building 2, the other huge building, it's got some really nice features. You can see the wood ceiling and great beams and the good bones of the space. We want to do the same thing there. And how can we truly customize CT space so it works for students and it meets their current needs?
And students definitely have opinions and share them, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They give a lot
great.
of feedback and input. And I know that access for all is a huge issue. We're talking ADA access and things that we don't necessarily think about. We have to accommodate, we get to accommodate a lot of variance in people's needs, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvania's the hardest because it's built on a hill. We have a few flat spots that we take advantage of, and we're working on how we can make a north-south linear connection through campus that's more navigable and accessible.
Right. And that's parking and buses and shuttles
Everything.
and bikes. We have a lot of bikes going on on our campuses too. Well, that's fantastic. Is there anything I haven't asked you about that you wanted to share?
Oh.
Like, I always wonder about building trends. Are we going to see any innovations that maybe most of us maybe haven't heard about yet? On the environmental side, there always seems to be new green technologies.
We have a commitment to LEED Silver certification, and many of our buildings are LEED Gold. The Newberg Center's Platinum. So we'll see what comes. We've got a lot of different options for consideration at this point.
To hit the gold, the silver is high and is very thermally efficient in all these wonderful aspects.
Construction standards are pretty good at hitting silver, so to push it to gold is where we like to be.
Fantastic. It's going to be exciting seeing that.
Yeah.
And enjoying the beautiful new buildings. Well, thank you so much for joining us at On the Spot today, Rebecca.
Thanks for having me.
To our listeners, thanks for tuning in and all you do to support PCC students.